I want to talk to you for just a few minutes from Isaiah, the 65th chapter. And I want you to sit this morning because I want special focus on these verses. Are you ready? And I'm going to read. And my text is the Holman Bible, so it may not have every word, but let's just see. Look at Trinity vision. It says, "For I will create a new heaven and a new earth." The past events will not be remembered or come to mind. Then be glad and rejoice forever in what I am creating. For I will create Jerusalem to be a joy. And his people to be a delight. 18th or 19th verse says, "I will rejoice in Jerusalem and be glad in my people. The sound of weeping and crying will no longer be heard in her. In her, a nursing infant will no longer live only a few days, or an old man not live out his days. Indeed, the youth will die at 100 years, and one who misses 100 years will be cursed." 21. People will build houses and live in them. They will plant vineyards and eat their fruit. 22 says, "They will not build and others live in them." I think I need to read it again. Is that they will not build and others live in them. They will not plant and others eat. For my people's lives will be like the lifetime of a tree. My chosen ones will be fully enjoy the works of their hands. Look at 23. They will not labor without success, or bear children destined for disaster. For they will be a people blessed by the Lord, along with their descendants. Even before they call, Jesus, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb will feed together, and the lion will eat straw like an ox. But the serpent's food will be dust. Don't worry about snakes. Have I got a witness? Soon their meal will be. They will not do what is evil or destroy on my entire holy mountain, says the Lord. Is there anybody here who knows what I'm talking about? Has anyone read this particular chapter in the Bible? Because it's duplicated, Brother Perry, and we're praying for Tyler as he recovers from his injuries. Has anyone ever found I think I need to say that again. Who is there that's sitting up here that is discouraged? Primarily because you don't think that God knows. You don't think, as I've thought many times in my life, that he doesn't care. Consequently, you know what we have become? As doubting Thomases. Have I got a witness? Let me make it clear. We have become Missouri Christians. Can I say what I have said and what I think that maybe one or two here have said? When I see it, I'll believe it. Until then, I'm going to keep my same suspicious mind. Because all the people and the preachers and everybody else want to do is to take my money. It's all a big shame. And therefore, who's walking around and sad and dejected and discouraged? Who's doing it? It's you. You are, and I can be, my own worst enemy. Because of the way that I see things. Have we got a witness? Look on either side when you see an empty chair, raise your hand. It's not empty every Sunday. Somebody believes that they can do it. And I'm not talking about those that are working and those that are ill and all of that. You know I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you can.
All right.
You should.
Yes. You
can't do it and sit out of God's worship. Have I got a witness? If you don't, and if I don't do what the Lord has said, is that there will be consequences. Have I got a witness? If you were to look at the 3rd verse of the 65th chapter, let me just turn it. You would see what I'm about to say. These people continually provoke me to my face. Sacrificing in gardens and burning incense on bricks, sitting among the graves, spending nights in secret places, eating the meat of pigs, and putting polluted broth. You even digest it because it goes straight to your bowels. I wish there was somebody. They say, keep to yourself. Don't come here. For I am too holy for you. That's the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and those verses come before the 17th verse that I read, and you can see that the Lord knows that there's a difference between how some people see Him and how others see Him. But I want to deal, as the Lord has always given me a vision to deal with, is that I want to deal with those that love the Lord. God has recovered you. How can I become a joy this year? Pastor, I'm having it hard. Well, so is everyone else. Pastor, it's coming to me. It's seemingly every hour of the day I'm faced with something.
All right.
Well, so am I.
All right.
So I got a witness. And you and I don't have any more hours in the day than 24. Have we got a witness? The question is, how can I stop being a pain
Lord have mercy.
and become a joy? Have we got a witness? There is some relief
All right.
in knowing that we can, as Christians, become a joy and not looked at as saying, oh, here comes a pain. Have we got a witness? It must be a joy for those who are not only believers, but are serious believers, to know that the Lord doesn't want his people walking around in a gaze or within a haze. You and I should be considered as joyous people.
Amen.
The day has long been over when Christians and when those that know the Lord are seen as being sourpuss. Have I got a witness? Those that know the Lord, and you heard the read, is that they feel that they are so holy they can't even smile. And don't mention a joke around. Have I got a witness? I need that the Lord would bless us to the extent that before we even leave here this morning, even though we got some more years, and that is some more days, even in this month, is that we turn our faces toward the rising sun and become a joy.
All right.
Have I got a witness? There's a reason why the Lord wants me to talk to you about becoming a joy, is that we are too often, Sister Robinson, we are too often a pain. No wonder nobody wants to join this church or any other church, because if it's going to make you act like you act, if it's going to make you feel about things the way you feel about things, it's no wonder that people have to be begged.
All right.
Yes, sir.
But what if you were joy?
Yes.
What if they saw you as a person bringing some sunshine in their lives? What if somebody called somebody and said, is that you got to meet this person? Because they bring joy. In fact, I don't know their name, but I need to let you know, and the sermon is up here. We need to let them know that joy comes from Jesus. Now we got to witness here. There is no substitute from where God has. God has already said that there is a way to have joy. I wish I had somebody. He has said he will give us joy. If in fact we walk with him. Does this sound just like a traditional sermon?
Yes.
The one where you come in and you bear with the preacher for 30 minutes to an hour and look at your watch because you don't believe anything you say. You are going to be just as dejected as you was when you walked in here. Have I got a witness? Well, I just need just a few minutes, and it's going to only be those that really love the Lord that's going to come out with the benefit. The rest of us, if you have not believed that Jesus came in order that we might have joy, you're going to walk out the same way you came in. But seriously thinking about the fact that we are joyless people. Have I got a witness? I'm talking about becoming a backslapping blanket. Always smiling. Always laughing like a hyena. You know that the Lord wouldn't tell us to laugh all the time. In fact, if you're laughing all the time, you don't understand the situation. There's a difference between laughing all the time and having joy. And we gotta wait. I know we get caught up and say, well, joy is just what I had in happy hour. And we got a witness. But happy hour closes down. Not talking about those temporary and fading feelings. That's not joy. Not talking about when you have everything going your way as big joy. Have we got a witness? Yeah, I'm not talking about when you don't have illnesses in your body.
All right.
Amen.
I'm not talking about when you've got enough money in your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not talking about when you know that you can meet your rent in the morning. That's not the joy that I'm talking about. That there is a joy that the Lord wants us to have, Sister Loretta, and He wants us to have it now. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Look at the first point. The first point in A will tell you that Alvin White Jr. has a disease. You know what a disease is, right? That is something that places you away from those things that will keep you at ease. You are uneasy. Have we got a witness? You know why most people don't look at you in your face when you're talking to them? Is that many of them are uneasy.
That's right.
Have we got a witness? But here is a Christian disease. It's called unfruitfulness.